I was the kid who, got yelled at 1 o'clock in the morning, turn off your light, put the book down. So I'm just really very inquisitive and curious, and I think that that's sort of the center of who I am as a human being. I'm also very unsatisfied, and it's not that I'm, negative in a sense, but I'm just always wanting to learn more, thinking it must be a better way, thinking we've got to do better, I have to do better. It's exhausting for my wife to be married to me. There was something that was magical about the product and magical about the brand as a result, where the simple act of connecting people to music in a way that allowed them to discover music completely changed the entire art form and completely changed the entire industry. And for the first time in well over a decade, people said music is important enough to pay for. This is an amazing audience. They're largely millennials. They're very leaned into culture. They're creators in their own way. They're the creative class. So when you take artists and that level of an engaged consumer, they will carry your brand forward as long as you respect the relationship that you already have. So it's a fascinating time, and it's a fascinating challenge for a marketer. I believe that we are measured by the value of our society. I believe that our society is driven by the value of our culture. I believe that art is a major contributor to the quality of that culture, and that if you can create businesses that fundamentally do two things: allow people to discover new, you've solved an amazing problem in the world. If I think about what's wrong, it's that people are not listening. If I think about what's wrong, it's that people are not open enough to learn more from each other. And so if we can facilitate that through something pretty safe and benign, like music, we're actually setting in motion an intention that will carry on time and time again. The other thing is you need to join a company, if values are important to you, that shares those values and also those same values with the customer. If you don't have that alignment, you're going to have to try to push and pull and convince and cajole, and it's much better if you start off at the same place and then just decide to accelerate through all of the gifts and tools that you have. I sort of evaluate my success in two ways. One is by the work. The quality of the work. Is it innovative? Is it interesting? Is it pushing boundaries? Is it outstanding creative? And is it ultimately optimistic and positive? Because a lot of marketing is just the opposite of that. The other is through the opportunity that the industry has. With the budgets that we have, with the storytelling ability, with the tools that we have, with the channels that we have to decide how we're going to put those into service. So for me, if I can encourage someone to look at things a little bit differently from a point of view of responsibility and opportunity, then that's really satisfying.